And we needed to interact the importance of the media in modern governance, including security management, cannot be overemphasized. It's very critical. The media, to a large extent, sets the agenda. The media shapes perceptions. And so it's important that stakeholders, even in security management, should interface with the media from time to time. This is my maiden interaction with you. It's not going to be any detailed brief on anything. I know that with time, when critical issues crop up and we need to explain in greater detail to get media buy-in and understanding, we will have cause to do that. The service, as you very well know, is a critical one in national security management. Our interest, our core objective is promoting the national interests in all situations. We have diverse interests in contention at any point in time, especially in a democratic dispensation. But we try to, in all these contending situations, in all issues that are being contested by various interests, we try to distill the national interest and, work towards attaining that interest. And of course, in an election year, you expect that these interests, these contending interests, assume greater manifestations and all that. Our own is to distill in all this what is the national interest and promote and protect that national interest. A lot reporting is going on about the role of the service, and all that. In all this, I want to assure you that we will continue to protect the national interest. So we like you to report us objectively. We like you to know that we are for the national interest in any situation. It's not a question of promoting any individual or sectional agenda. We promote and protect the national interest. And in doing all this, we are also cognizant of the fact that we operate in a democratic setting. So respect for the rights of people, of persons, whether they are group interests, group rights, or individual rights, will be adhered to. We will respect the rights of people, the rights of groups, so long as they are legitimate rights and they are engaged in legitimate actions, we will respect that. And we will work on the basis of our core rules and our core mandate, which is the detection and prevention of threats against the internal security of Nigeria. We will always bear this in mind. But we also will re-emphasize under this current dispensation. I already had a meeting with my staff yesterday. Of course, even in the open media, you've also had reports about people asking questions about or expressing anxiety about intelligence gathering. It has been an issue, intelligence gathering. We will also redouble our efforts in that direction, intelligence gathering, intelligence collection, and also analysis. Because one thing is to get the intelligence, another one is to analyze the intelligence, to guide policy formulation, to guide security management, because if you have an intelligence, one thing is to sit on it, another one is to analyze what are the implications for action and work on it. And I want to emphasize that we will partner with all stakeholders. That is another, from the public space, that's another concern that has been expressed. At times is overstated, but it's a concern nonetheless about whether the agencies are working together. Some say agencies are fighting, some say they are working at cross purposes and all that. But I'd like you to signal strongly that we will partner, work, collaborate, cooperate with all agencies in the management of security. And we will do our utmost in collaboration with other stakeholders to ensure the protection of law-abiding citizens and residents and national resources. Our responsibilities are enormous. We will do our utmost, as I said, to protect law-abiding citizens of Nigeria and our critical national assets. We will not tolerate the abuse of freedoms of people. Is it okay? We will not tolerate the abuse of freedoms of people. We will respect. We will respect the freedoms and rights of all Nigerians. But we will also not be intimidated, no matter what. The service has its mandate, its statutory mandate. No matter what, we will not be intimidated. I know that, this season especially, there are diverse interests at play. People will keep discussing and trying to demonize the service and all that. But we will not be cowed. We will not be intimidated. We will, protect our mandate, and which is, as I said, to promote and project the national interest. So we will do our utmost. The Nigeria comes first. Nigeria comes first. The peace and security of this nation comes first. That is why we are in business. If not, we will not be. So it's in our collective and enlightened self-interest too, to do our utmost to protect our people and execute our mandate within the tenets of the law. And of course, we are cognizant of the fact that this is a democratic dispensation. We will ply our trade within the tenets of democracy, rule of law, and in consonance with global best practices. We know that we are not in an island of our own. It's a globalized world, and what we do, anything we do, is open to scrutiny and all that. We are cognizant of that, and in this space that we operate in, we are also cognizant of the fact that these are Nigerians. They are not aliens, they are not foreigners and all that. We are all one, and we have a responsibility to protect everybody. And we are reviewing, at the moment, we are reviewing all issues that have brought about some unhelpful perceptions of the service in recent times, including detentions. We are reviewing all cases of detentions, perceived human rights abuses, public misperceptions of the misunderstanding and purposes of some of our recent actions. We are reviewing all this in order to learn the lessons, where we have made undertaking actions that are perceived adversely, learn lessons and ensure that we enjoy the confidence of the public. That is, in a nutshell, what I wanted to project this morning, which is first of all to assure you that we will collaborate with you, because we recognize your importance. You set the agenda, you shape public perceptions and all that. And, we also have a story to tell. We can't tell it ourselves. You are the ones to help us tell that story. So that is one side. And then to tell you that we will protect the national interest. No matter what, we will not be cowed. We will protect the national interest. We will not be intimidated, because we know that there are so many interests at play. But we will protect the national interest within the confines of the law. And to assure you that we will collaborate with all stakeholders. We are not operating in isolation. There are many other players in the security ecosystem. We will collaborate with them, work with them, because where we are weak, they are strong. By the time we combine our total strengths, the management of the myriads of security challenges we have at the moment will be more effective. And that is why we are in business. So that is, in a nutshell, why we are here. And I thank you very much.